Hi everyone, hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. It's going to dive into XRP. Once again, thanks for your support. Okay, big up the CoinsKid crew. Right now, you can see XRP is a little bit lackluster, isn't it? I think it has got a bit of a target, to be honest with you. I'm going to go through that in a moment with you. But if you do start to lose the 55 on the EMA, that's confluence of the fact that you are going to come down lower and test a key level of support. Now, I do anticipate that we are going to have one final dump. I've not got a crystal ball and I might be wrong. But if we do start to dump, okay, put some cheeky bids in down there because this is your bottom in this market for XRP, for continuing of the bull market right here for XRP. I know it's quite a negative thing and you don't necessarily want to hear it, but I do believe a bit of a break's coming quite soon for crypto. So I'm doing an update for you on XRP, and you know it could absolutely break out and break to the upside, but I'm just going to make you aware that if you do lose support, you've got a breakdown target, and it's a 0382, okay, because you can see when you lose support of these Fibonacci extensions, retracements right here, this is where you find support. So do anticipate that you could be looking at roughly around about a 40-cent XRP token, which potentially could be the bottom in this market, okay. You know, that is final rollover like we've just got here, okay, we have one final sell-off before the pickup and the continuation of the bull trend right here. You can see, you know, you're depleting volume and everything. A bit of a break is coming relatively soon for XRP. Depleting volume is an indicator of that, and obviously, as you're fully aware, we are anticipating a bit of a rollover in the RSI just here, creating a hidden bullish divergence, okay. A hidden bullish divergence when you have a high and a lower high in the RSI, you have a low and a higher low. Basically, it's called a hidden bullish divergence, okay. So that is what we're anticipating, and that in itself is a signal, you know, that you've found the bottom here for XRP, because I can potentially see one more dump. Basically, the charts are telling me that we're still a little bit overextended, and we still need to come down a little bit more to just touch base with Earth, basically, and get that confirmation, that full shaking out of the bulls, okay, where we would see that beautiful market reversal and that upside for XRP especially. But I may be completely wrong, okay, and it's just technical analysis that's telling me that potentially we've got a little bit more to come, and effectively you'll start to see the stock RSI just hug this a little bit. I may be completely wrong, okay. You know, so far I've been absolutely on the money with every single breakdown target, and you know, I do kind of hope I'm wrong with this one, but I'm just making you aware that it's what I'm seeing effectively, and I'm just relaying what I'm seeing. You know, it's very lackluster and very weak here for XRP at the moment. You've got the 20 coming down on your head, you sort of hugging the 55 as support, you're hugging the 050 as support as well. So you know, if you was to have one more kind of market rollover from here, then you would obviously, you know, be looking at another 30-40% correction roughly down to this particular level just there. So I'm just going to show you on the daily time frame right now for XRP. You know, currently you are in a downtrend just there because you're under the EMAs. You're in a bearish cross, sorry. You're in a bearish cross just there on the EMAs, on the 20 and the 55. Also, you know, there is a bit of a pattern emerging just here as well, which I've shown you on previous time frames. You've got a level of support just there for XRP. You've got a level of resistance just there on the daily. This is a daily, okay. This is some kind of descending triangle, and obviously you've lost support there, and so you do have a technical target on these descending triangles. It's roughly from there to there where you first touch the bottom, and you can see that you have actually lost support, and effectively, you know, when you lost support, you do have a breakdown target, and you can see, you know, you're effectively on your way down to there. Do you see that? Now this is some kind of rising wedge, which I did outline the other day in a previous XRP video, okay. I know it's relatively bearish things that I'm saying here, but you know, there is some kind of patterns that are emerging for XRP that you do need to pay attention to, because you can see some kind of rising wedge. You've actually lost its support. You're now falling out of it, and you're hitting your head on the daily 20. So unless you can see that, you do have a technical target of coming back down there to test it where you formed it. Do you see that? So you know, the technical target from this rising wedge is roughly a 20% short in itself, and like I said to you, you will be losing this particular level just here on the Fibonacci, the 050, and coming down to the 0382 just there. Do you see that? So do anticipate that this is the actual technical target at the moment for XRP. You've lost support of this descending triangle, okay. Do you see that? Lost support, you've come back down, you found a level of support, you come back up, created a rising wedge. It's a continuation pattern. You know, you've already lost support of this. You are kind of on your way, aren't you, down to this particular level. So, you know, and also you've got, I think you've got a new impulsive wave down as well. I'll show you that. We can measure that right now. So effectively you're creating this impulsive wave down from there to there, and you can see that literally the 1618 extension right now, because you're forming a new impulsive wave to the downside here. Do you see this? because you come back up, you retraced, and you've now forming an impulsive wave down, and that roughly ties up with the 1618 extension of the next impulsive wave down as well. So it's not necessarily the news everyone wants to hear, but I'm just showing you technical analysis that's backing up basically you're in a downtrend on XRP on the daily time frame here. You're hitting your head on the daily 20. You know, if you consistently do that, it contributes to your downtrend, and these are your targets. So if you do start to see the loss of support for XRP and you fail to break above the daily 20 and fail to break above a key level of resistance, which is this just here, okay, then you are looking at a continuation of this downtrend for XRP, potentially coming down here to 40 cents, where I would imagine at that point, you know, if we take a look back at the weekly time frame right here for XRP, if you take a look at the weekly time frame, for XRP, you know, that's that one last rollover that we have been anticipating for many weeks now, which I've made you fully aware of in the RSI, creating that hidden hidden bullish divergence right there. Get the bounce, beautiful entry point for XRP. You're in the floor on the stock RSI. The MACD is potentially under the histogram. You start to get a bit of reversal forming a bullish cross. This could be the potential bottom for XRP in this market. So yeah, I mean that would absolutely tie up with one sort of last roll for Bitcoin as well. And you know, sometimes you have to pay attention to the charts, even though everything else is bullish. You know, and it was bullish up there as well when I'm giving you these breakdown targets. You know, when XRP was up here and it was hitting its head, and I said to you, look, you're looking like a reversal and you got the loss of support there, and I said put some cheeky bids in down here. You know, and right now I'm just telling you the same story basically. You know, unless we can break out here, there are some technicals that are pointing to a further downside for XRP, potentially coming down to the 040. You've got the descending triangle, you've got the rising wedge, you've got the next impulsive wave down. So to invalidate all that, all you have to do, okay, on the daily time frame here for XRP is break up and break out of this daily 20 EMA, because I mean, you're hitting your head, you can see you've hit your head multiple times on it as resistance. You see it, boom, 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 boom. So you're being forced down, okay, you are being forced down, okay, and you're being forced to test this level of resistance just there and support. So a break is quite imminent for XRP, to be honest with you, because if this consistently comes down on your head like this, okay, and you're holding it as resistance, and then you're holding this 050 Fibonacci extension just there as support, this is where a decision will be made for XRP. You know, and at that point you're either going to get the break to the upside or obviously the break to the downside, and when that comes you want to jump on that opportunity. And hopefully, you know, that we have given you the bottom here and we've shown you reasons why it's the bottom, the pure capitulation, which, you know, I'm just going to remind you, you have gone through this before for XRP. If we zoom out on the weekly time frame, you know, you did actually fall under the 55 EMA on the weekly, but you were so extended, so overextended, that you were allowed to fall through that and come back up without creating a bearish cross. And essentially you could do that again here, where you lose the 55, you come down, bounce off that as support, get the pickup, and that's your market bottom at the moment for XRP in this uptrend that it finds itself in. So yeah, you know, if you do start to see the roll, put some cheeky bids in down here at 0.40 cents for XRP, and from here we'll just measure that, you know, that is a further 36% correction, and then that would potentially be your market bottom right there. Because look, if we look at the daily time frame, I'll show you the little volume profile as well. If we look, I mean, just looking at the volume profile here, you can see that some kind of move is coming, because you get a peak, then it rolls over, you get a peak, and it rolls over, and you get a peak and it rolls over, and you can see that just this in itself, you know, this is a selling profile. You can see it's running out. Okay, so as soon as you bottom out just there, this is where you're going to see a reversal, and you're going to turn bullish again, and you're going to start to pick up in the reversal of a volume profile. Do you see that? Where you're going to start to see the pickup for XRP and the continuation of the bull market. So do anticipate that the bottom is really, really close. Okay, it is really close. We've given you your breakdown targets. And potentially, like I said to you, all this potential targets here can be invalidated if you do see XRP pick up here and break above a 20, backtest and hold support, get above these key levels of resistance. You're looking at lovely upside for XRP. And I think I gave you the target the other day, didn't I, off that particular target of $4. But we've got to make progress here for XRP. But at the moment, full transparency, you're hitting your head, you're being forced lower at the moment to test key levels of support, lose the support, go short. So that's basically an update on XRP. Sorry, it's not the news that everyone wants to hear, but I'll always tell you what I see, okay? And obviously I could be completely wrong, and we get the bounce here and the reversal, and we break these targets that XRP's created for itself, okay? Take care, everyone. I'll be back tomorrow with an update on XRP. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.